We're here with our Moscow race winners, Maximilian Buch and Vincent Abril, after a thrilling day of racing here in Moscow. 2 races and qualifying all in one day. It's time for bed. But great drive from Max. Well, all right drive from Max in the second half of the stint, but it was really made by Vincent. Your start, rocket into the lead.
Yeah, I got inspired by Maxi's one in qualifying race. He got, I think, 3 position or something, and then we just before we left the pit lane, he just showed me his start, and I saw the lights were going on pretty late, and the start was really great. And then from then on, I just pushed, never looked in the mirrors, and it was the pace. We weren't the quickest this weekend, but we managed to pull the win, and that's great. My first win, so.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. And then Max, when you took over, you had a good old margin at the front.
Yeah, I was not sure where I am, to be honest, because I forgot to plug in my radio, and I was always searching for where the Ferrari is coming out or not, and I was watching in the mirror where the Ferrari is. I just saw Marcus and the Audi, and he was pushing quite hard, and I was also pushing then to manage the gap. But at the end, we had a perfect car today and a perfect day, and it was really fun to drive.
I mean, Vincent, you said that at the start you split the front row of the grid and you never looked in your mirrors. But had you looked in your mirrors, would you have believed the mayhem that was going on behind?
Actually, correct that. I did look in my mirror right after that, and I saw Albert was a bit sideways, and I saw, okay, if there's no safety car, that's good for us. I could pull the lead. And I also saw that the BMW was in front of Siegfried, which I think was our biggest threat this weekend. They just drive so well together, and they have an amazing pace. So the Ferrari was, again, I think, the car to beat this weekend. So we managed to pull something out of the hat, and then that was great. That was an amazing race.
Last year, when you guys were in the Mercedes, you and Mr. Gertz, you never had the quickest car, but you made it work over the course of the season, and I presume that's kind of what happened this weekend with HTP.
Yeah, this weekend I got the same feeling back from last year when we in qualifying didn't perform well, to be honest. We didn't have the qualifying pace, but always when it counted in the main race we have been there, and it was the same like this weekend. I have the feeling back, and let's hope for more.
Max, just on that subject, I mean, you're a multiple winner last year and the year before, and the transition to the Bentley, which is a totally different car. Do you think it's taken you longer to adapt to it than you actually thought once you were aware that you're going to be in a Bentley this year?
To be honest, yes. I was not thinking that I need more time to get adapt to the car. I was, to be honest, a bit struggling at the beginning, and getting used to it more and more, like with the Mercedes, getting more familiar with the car. And for example, like in Zolder, I felt pretty good in the car. Also in endurance, I'm feeling really well in the car, and I think it's going now back more.
Just one more question, because I see a situation developing where you are the master. We're going to be challenged by the pupil. He's on your case. And I mean, of the two of you, I mean, you're both sort of equal in the team right now, but you really think that Vincent Abril is going to be your biggest competitor for the rest of this year?
I think so, because I mean, to be honest, he's 19 years old, and 20 already.
Yeah.
I mean,
But you're only 22.
I'm just 22, but I mean, he's 20 and he's doing a mega job. He's pretty fast. Also in Le Castellet, putting the car on P2 in qualifying, and he's doing a mega job. I also can learn a bit from him, and I won't be the master in the years. I won't be.
So our combined age is 68, actually, 19 and 25 and 22. That's interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, all I can say is with age, guys, it can only get better.
So just finally, Vincent, you're now in the title fight, and this was an important weekend for you guys to haul yourself into that, because the number 1 WRT car had been dominating.
It has, and I think it still is. They just didn't have the weekend together. It didn't start well for them in the qualifying race, so we took advantage of that for sure. And it doesn't happen often, so we need to make sure every time they have a bad weekend, we capitalize on it, and that's what happened. So I think they're still quite a bit ahead in terms of pace, raw pace. I think we're still lacking a little bit, but like Maxi said, it's on the Sunday or here on the Saturday that you count the points, and HTP has done it enough to show you that it's possible to win without having the quickest car. So.
Actually, just one last thing. I just suddenly
That's
came
the
to
third
me.
last thing.
Another bolt of lightning.
It's become when you're getting older.
Talking about the WRT in the sprint race this morning, Laurent Banford didn't get very far. He got to the first corner. He apparently, is it true he came down to the Bentley garage to talk to somebody about what he thought might have happened, or was that something just an unpleasant rumour?
Did you hit him, or was it the other Bentley?
I never hit cars.
No.
No, it's.
I thought maybe Laurent, he likes his cruising cars. He's got a Ford Mustang. I thought he might be just coming down to ask if he would buy a ragtop Bentley or something like that.
It would be
Convertible to you, or cabriolet to you, sorry.
convertible, yeah. No, actually, it's true that he came here because I mean it's like a normal discussion. What happened at the start? That you have a little conversation about it. It's nothing unnormal, and he went here to see Jules, and it was nothing big. No problems.
All done?
Until the next time.
Until the next time, which is the start of September. That's the next Blancpain Sprint Series race, the weekend of the 5th in the Algarve in Portugal. But we'll be back in action at the Spa 24 in a couple of weeks' time on the 25th and 26th of July. Make sure you join us then.